Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? We live? We live? Here we go. Hey, there we are. All right. Let's see here. How's everyone doing tonight? So I saw this comment here. We'll pin that. Right. It is a tradition. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Haven's in the house. Virgil. I saw Virgil earlier. What do you got here? Have the ambient music on in the background. It's awesome. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Cynthia, hello. Riley, hello. Let's see, did I see? I thought I saw Ann. No, there's Ann. She made it. Glad you can make it, Ann. Hopefully all your technology works out and everything like that. So let's put this up here. So let's get started here real quick. So we've got 12 new scents this year. So quite the opposite of last year, right? So they had 6 new scents last year and like 12 returning. So this year they definitely went for the new concepts, which is awesome. Yeah, awesome, KP. Thank you. Carrie, you're welcome. It's just a great time hanging out. I got the adult beverage here and the Walking Dead pint glass. Let's see. Good evening. Okay. So what are y'all excited about with the returning scents, right? We have, I think, kind of like an all-star lineup of 8 returning fragrances here, most of which Wolfsbane piques me as much as any of these. We haven't had Wolfsbane in like, I think, 2 years now. Pumpkinhead, so yeah, Pumpkinhead's new. That's a great one. Let me find that here. Oh, this one's great. Just love the label on this guy. Mummy Marshmallow, that is another great one too. That's in like my top 5. So Pumpkinhead's in my top 5. Mummy Marshmallow, Zombie Horde, Abduction, and Conjuring are really in my top 5. Yes, the Devil's Baby Powder. That's how I always describe it from Doug from Spooky Villages back in the day. And just so you guys know, I said it in my last post burn, but limit of two scents, two jars of each scent, right? Melting Lisa, it's your first Kringle Halloween. You're going to become addicted, I think. There was a time when, for a good 10 years or so, we didn't have a Kringle Halloween. And then we got a little campaign going, and we got a few scents back, including the Witch's Cauldron, which has another new label this year. That's 3rd new label. Any idea what Kringle is part 2? Yes, I do. Stay tuned. Not much longer, and y'all will find out. Yeah, I can't imagine Halloween without Kringle now, for sure. For sure. Yeah, part 2. Stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. Let's see. I want to try Haunted Hollows this year. That's a great one, Riley. That's definitely a great one. Hey, Goulash Chance, how are you? How are you? Sad Panda, yeah, real soon. Riley, 4th Kringle Halloween. It's awesome. Yeah, so this one gets the midnight launch, right? The second launches, historically, they haven't gotten the midnight launch. So probably what we'll do again this year is do it live like the night before. And then that way we can talk about if you've received your black jar candles. We can talk about that and then talk about some of the new ones there as well. So Poison Apple, I don't have this year's pour. So basically all the returning fragrances, and when they run out of things, they're amping up the volume, amping up the scent throw on them. So I would expect poison apple to be a little bit stronger this year, especially candy corn. So candy corn is on my list to get. It is apparently a new fragrance and certainly formulated to be stronger. I know candy corn has kind of been a little weak in the past, but now it should be a little stronger. Dreadful Dolly, yeah. So if you like Dreadful Dolly last year, that was really like a nice heavy apple scent. Definitely try the Zombie Horde. Zombie Horde is like peeled apple with like a nice, really nice smoke going on. The label too. So poison apple is apple, bergamot, apple blossom, lily of the valley, jasmine, amber, vanilla, and wood. So poison apple to me reminds me of when you peel the apples and you slice them and you put them in like a Ziploc bag and you go on a road trip and they get a little warm. That's what the poison apple to me smells like. What scents might sell out first? So, yeah, I am thinking pumpkin head. If we have a sellout, I know last year I don't think we had a sellout the opening night there. So I do think Pumpkinhead would be the top seller this year. Do I like Black Hat? No, because I don't really like spicy cinnamon fragrances. It's spicy cinnamon, clove, cedar, and frankincense. Label is basic, but it's like the cat's logo. It gets the point across. I liked Lady Darkness. That was good. Was that more of a floral? So you've got in the Cabinet in the Woods, you got that rose fragrance, which is coming up there nice, but not as like florally as that one. The chat is crowded. Yeah, we got almost 200 people in here. How was it throw for you, Lemmy Marshmallow? It could be a little stronger. Like I said in my reviews, I don't have an open concept house. So for me, when I'm burning like a living room or like the dining room here, it does travel. But that's a fragrance I could really do a strong with. Yeah, Haven, I think you're right. I think it was probably 3 years ago. It was Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is a great one, Philly veteran for sure. Let's see. We should bring back Day of the Dead candle. Yeah, that's not back this year. Wolfsbane though. Sleepy Hollow is good. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Zombie Horde has not been a dud for me. I can tell you that much. I don't know what YouTube is doing with the ads. I can take a look here. Let's take a look on my phone here. I can't even try to put pictures up here. They just changed the whole thing here. Candy corn or Mummy Marshmallow? Oh gosh. Let's go with Mummy Marshmallow. Just because candy corn is done in other companies there. Let's see. Let's pause that. And I don't know if I can remove the ads. Let's see. Content. Yeah, it's not letting me modify anything there. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, that's probably right, Haven. It's probably new. Anything in the realm of Carnage? No. Yeah, so Killer Clown, some folks said it's gnarly, like you said, Haven there. To me, it's just a really nice, like bright, like plummy fruit fragrance. We'll get that over here. Love the label though. Do love the label on that one. Let's see. I have 2 questions. What are the spookiest scents in this release? Anything reminiscent of Yankees Haunted Hayride? Remind me. Nothing reminiscent of Haunted Hayride that I can think. Spookiest fragrance? Conjuring is really nice because it's in that same realm as Witch's Cauldron with that cedar. Right there, Conjuring. That's a great one. So is, the let's see. Yeah, and also Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, so Yankees teasing some Halloween. They launched on the 23rd of August. But we've got some comebacks, like I think Candy Corn, Forbidden Apple coming back. If you're into spooky scents, you should check out Witch Nose Candles. I have not heard of them. Unless that's the one that Chance was talking about the other day and I just did not catch it right. How prominent is the apple in zombie horror? I think it's pretty prominent. To me, it's apple, then smoke. Let's see what else I missed up here. CB Hollow as well. Yep, awesome. Yeah, hey, I'm sorry. I meant to catch you live. I caught it and I just could not hop on there. I think I came in towards the end. Is there any one that you wish they'd bring back? Okay, so there are 4 original Halloween fragrances from Kringle, if that's what your question is, Chance, with regards to Kringle. It's there was Fright Night, Kringle Corn, Witch's Cauldron, and Wolfsbane. There was actually a 5th one called Bad Moon Rising that was out for like a split second. I was able to catch a label of it. I've been begging for that one to come back. So that one is one of the Halloween fragrances that I would love to see them come back. Has anyone else heard of the Bad Moon Rising candle from Kringle? Wolfsbane is described as powdery, yes. Is it similar to the 3-wick powder fragrance? Baby powder fragrance? No. It's amped up a little bit. But it's got the floral note in there as well, so it's not quite just pure baby powder. Any confirmed notes for the? Yeah, I've been working on that for the longest time. I think they just got to dig back in their archives. Yeah, so Bad Moon Rising was really cool. It had the moon on it. I think it had had the moon with the clouds over. I think it was like orangey clouds over it there. Goose doesn't have a. I saw Goose launch today. I didn't really check them out. Homeworks is launching on the 7th. Some of their Halloween candles. I don't know what it is. Do I think this year's candy corn is similar to Kringle corn from? Oh man, Kringle corn! I have a daylight of that somewhere. That's just an outstanding fragrance. I hope it is. I really hope it is because that was just tremendous. But I'm going to be ordering it tonight with all of you, so we'll check it out together. Haunted Hallows was good throw last year. I don't have this year's pour. Tom, you're talking about the colored country launch from a few years ago, Werewolf and the Legends and Lore. Is that what you're talking about there? Yeah, so right, these are not pre-orders, just so y'all know. They are shipping out. They'll probably maybe start shipping out tomorrow. Maybe wait till Monday. I'm not sure, but yeah, they've done that for the past couple years. Shipping out right away. Time right werewolf. That's that one was right. Right. Now I remember. Do you think they'll do paraffin country jars again? No, paraffin's done. Yeah, paraffin with Kringle's been done for a few years. They don't have any more. It's all soy wax, 100% soy wax blend, 100% soy wax, which took them a couple years to formulate, actually. Jamie is on point with shipping. Yeah, she is. So I know in the past, if you're experiencing a heat wave, you might be able to reach out to customer service and ask them to halt your order until it does cool down a little bit there. So you can maybe try that. Kevo, thank you. Torn between Abduction, Haunted Hollows, and Cabin in the Woods. I really like that damp, dirty, spooky scent. Which one would you recommend from that? Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods for sure. But the label on Abduction is just amazing. Virgil, South of Sandy, also has an Abduction candle. It's worth checking out. Or wax melt, at least right now. Oh, Danny. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. Why is that so in there? I don't know. There we go. He does. Virgil does have great sense. Which one do you think is super unique fragrance-wise? Like, are there any you feel you haven't smelled anything like before? Abduction's pretty unique for what it is. Zombie Horde. Yeah, I mean, Apple and Smoke, I would have never thought to go there. Any hint as to what's on the glass? What glass? What's on the glass? So, Chest of Chaos, right? Let's head it over here. On cold stuff here, it's there, but I don't know if you guys saw the video where I reviewed. I think it was this morning or yesterday. As I was walking by, I kept getting this like tobacco scent. I don't know if any of the other guys who have this were picking that up as well, but that's what I was getting randomly walking by, getting like a tobacco scent. So this would be one of the, peach is there, but to me, it's not really prominent. It's actually a really beautiful fragrance. It surprised me when burning it. It's one, it's up there. Oh yeah, it's Walking Dead. It's Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes. It's a little blood splatter on the back. Dungeon, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't come back after everybody wanted it back last year. Is the Trick or Treat the Goose Creek one, right? That's like chocolate and apples. Is that if I'm remembering it correctly? That's what the Trick or Treat one is from Goose, in the Chewick one a while ago. Great label on this. This is very chocolatey. To me, it's more Valentine's Day. Yeah, really just heavy chocolatey cocoa, dark chocolate. Tell them Dungeon. I know. I will see what I know. They start working on it for next year's collection pretty soon. So, is it similar to Bittersweet? Yeah, probably a little bit darker than Bittersweet. Wolfsbane versus Wolf versus Blood Moon. Oh, Blood Moon, man. I love that fragrance. I stocked up on that. But Wolfsbane, that's a classic. It's an OG. Gotta try Wolf. If you've never tried Wolfsbane, I think you have to try it. Yeah, so the metallic labels this year are really on point. They used it in just the correct positions, just in the right spot. Carrie, I can't recall. Like I said, the apple note in Poison Apple to me reminds me of just like going like a dry, warmer apple there. Whereas the apple note in Zombie Horde is a crisp, fresh peeled apple. The labels this year are gorgeous. Yeah, I really like this one. Just stands out. The neon green and Mummy Marshmallow. Just so unique. Running out of powder, but I still like Wolfsbane. Yeah, it's great. Oh, Kevin. Wow, thank you, man. How you doing? They always rock the labels. They do. They do. And yeah, so these are the black jars right there, the translucent again. So you do see the flame coming through. Let's see. What have we got? What else we got? Zombie Horde's good. Pumpkinhead, like I said, guys, it's like a mixture of Yankees, autumn leaves with pumpkin spice together. It's a really beautiful blend. Really beautiful. Buying abductions for the label. I know some folks do that. Some folks just want the whole collection at once. Still prefer the black wax. Yeah, it was like that dark gray. That was a soy paraffin blend. They still hadn't gone 100% soy at that time. Yeah. So I would say the second drop is not these, right? We just even just going by history, we've only had one drop of the black jars. Like I said, to me, this collection, as is every year, the black jars is the main event of Kringle Halloween, right? It is the main event. That's all I can think about. How incense? I haven't smelled a black cat in years. To me, it always smelled very cinnamony. Let's see. Okay. Any love for the second collection from Halloween last year? I'm wondering if this year's part 2 will be similar. Stay tuned on that. Do I like London Fog? I do. I actually do like it. Where to go? And I understand how some of you said that this label should go with this scent, right? We got the T note going on here with exorcism, and we've got the Jack the Ripper walking down the street of London. So winter, it is Philly Candleman. Just Philly Candleman is the code to save 15%. I'll put it up here on the screen there. So Philly Candleman saves you 15% on all full price items. They are going to be $34 again, same as last year. Macintosh Apple is a good one. Yep. Yeah. I do hope. I know they are moving some of the Kringle or some of the country fragrances into the Kringle line. Just work, figuring out formulations and stuff. What's the difference between Sleepy Hollow? As far as I know, the Sleepy Hollow from last year and this year is the same. It just has a new label. Yeah, Amanda, y'all remind me of that. I totally forgot about that game as a kid. Bloody Mary. Yeah. Like the t-shirt says, I think it's just a different label. The only one that changed again for the third time, fragrance-wise, is Trick or Treat. I don't know why, but it's just the third time that they've changed it there. Witch's Cauldron gets a third label change. I am in love with the original one. Second one, Third one's pretty good. Same music. Love the previous Trick or Treat. Yeah, it was a good one. Thirst, yeah. Who we bringing back, Danny? Who we bringing back? What fragrance is that? Oh, the Witch's Cauldron label. Yeah. So if you still want the original Witch's Cauldron label, you can go get it in the car hanger. She's still on that. I remember the original Witch, right? It had that little skull added in there. I don't think Trick or Treat is nostalgic to me. It doesn't bring back any memories, really. But I mean, you could say, okay, it brings back maybe some memories of going trick or treating and putting all your candy in a bag. If you all had chocolate candy, but then you got all this other sugary stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Haunted Hollows, Nevermore. Any love for Nevermore? That one's, I know it's pretty popular. It's not quite for me. Virgil saved a few air fresheners. Yeah, I have a bunch. I have a drawer full of them over there. Let's see. There's a different cool collection for them to do last year. Snowcap Fraser, car freshener, strong. I wasn't a fan that they used AI images for the other collection. Okay. I know there was some controversy over that last year, over what was AI, what wasn't. Don't really dig the chi thing either, so Nevermore. Yeah, the chai, just the chai, not for me. Not for me. Does Trick or Treat smell like the hazelnut? No. Does not. I don't think it smells like the hazelnut. Let's scroll up here. Is the apple note in Zombie Horde closer to Trick or Treat 23-24 or Dreadful Dolly? I'm going to say closer to Dreadful Dolly. The frankincense in the Zombie Horde mixes with that smoke really well. It's kind of hard to distinguish it, but it is there. Okay, Virgil, right? End of August. Your candle's coming out. Is that what we're telling people? I actually have one. Where is it? Somewhere around here. The pumpkin bonfire or Halloween night or whatever it is. August 25th. So there you go. August 25th for the candle launch from South of Sanity, Virgil. I thought I had one over here. I just did. I cleaned up a little bit. On the table? Might be. Do I have any news on part 2? Just stay tuned. Almost there. Do you have any news? Yeah, let's answer that. We're Mummy Marshmallow Zombie Horde on the weak side. I keep hearing different things. So, to me, Zombie Horde was not on the weak side, but Mummy Marshmallow was slightly on the weak side. Part 3? No, part 2. Part 2. Yeah, they did a part 3, man. We never hear the end of it. They did that one year though. They did the black jars, and they did the country jars, and they did the 3-wick jars. I think it was all different ones. Let's see. What's your least favorite new candle this year? Least favorite? Ooh. Least favorite. Jog my memory here. You know, it's probably it's gotta be Trick or Treat. I don't like chocolatey fragrances. So all the other ones I like a lot. It's probably my least favorite. Bloody Mary, yeah, Sinister was great. Bloody Mary's like it's like a clean, fresh, like it's vibrant, sort of like Sinister. But Sinister really caught me off guard last year. I think this might be year 4. It's at least year 3. Might be year 4. I can't recall. Yeah, 30 minutes. I think the first year we did the live was when they did like the invite only text message thing. I remember I was going back and forth with Ashley, who was worked at Kringle at the time. Going back and forth with her about all the issues live on camera. I wish I had a good trick or treat candle last year. Something like a candy bag. Yeah, didn't they call that one something candy bar or something like that? Graveyard Night, yeah, that's a good one. If I could only buy 2, which 2 would I buy this year? Probably Pumpkinhead, and it would honestly be a toss-up between Zombie Horde and Mummy Marshmallow, but Pumpkinhead would definitely be on the list. I can't find that trick or treat hat. I looked. I don't know where in the world it is. I looked. I could not find it. Oh, what's the Winnie? Okay, yeah, I just got this guy. Winnie the Pooh in a werewolf costume going trick or treating. How cute is that? We are Winnie the Pooh, mostly an Eeyore house, but we got this guy at the flea market or thrift store a few weeks ago, actually. So that's Winnie the Pooh in a werewolf costume. You're getting 2 of any one candle this year. 2 Wolfsbanes for sure. Definitely going to get at least a Witch's Cauldron for the label. And maybe Candy Corn too, because that one, Candy Corn's been like, it's here, then it's gone, and it's here, then it's gone. Zombie Horde, definitely a few hours, 2 burns for sure. Yeah, that's a blow mold from Walmart this year. $20 online. It's a plug-in, three bulbs on the back. Let's see how. Yeah, Todd. Like I said, to me the Zombie Horde was fine in my environment. Some folks have open concepts. I do not. So for me it was fine. Could it be stronger? Sure. Mummy Marshmallow, again, also on the lighter side. Yeah, no, it's not vintage. It is brand new this year. You can go on Walmart, search for it. I did get a vintage pumpkin stack of from Union from '92. Picked it up for like $35 at a yard sale 2 weeks ago, and it's signed by oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Famous blow mold creator of the Pink Flamingos. SummerSlam. I'm going Saturday night. We're taking my son Saturday night. We're going to SummerSlam. It is a trek up there. If you've ever been up to MetLife Stadium in Newark or New Jersey, there it is a trek. Philly is so much better. Yeah, I just picked them up the other night. We're at the 50-yard line, upper deck. It's like we had for WrestleMania last year. Definitely like Saturday night's card better than Sunday. I don't have a good feeling about the Cody and Cena match. I don't have a good feeling about that. Yeah, take notes. Take notes. It's like, where is it here? Mummy Marshmallow's toasty. Nice and toasty. You get that cedar note up front for sure, but then you get that like marshmallow in the background. It's think of being around a campfire and roasting marshmallows, right? Think of Yankee Candle's old toasted treats or marshmallow treats. It was different here in the UK. It's different here than it was in the UK. Six Feet Under, yeah, that was a good one there. Creed in New Jersey, yeah, I wanted to see that. It didn't line up. Was at the PNC Bank Center. Black Cat, spicy cinnamon. That's what I remember it from. Don't have this year's pour. Yes, Don Featherstone. That's what it was. So this is a Don Featherstone blow mold. He signs his name on the back of the mold. Yes, thank you, Chris. Is Doug? Maybe. I got some Lemax stuff. I got the new Ferris wheel this year. Maybe we can talk about that. Haunted Hall is a great one. Miss Dungeon. I think we all do. I think we all miss Dungeon on this. If that's the case, Jackie, then I might have to pick up a Black Cat, but I don't remember that. But I'll throw one in my cart anyhow. Haunted Woods by Homeworks. Let's see, that was a good one. Miss Coven this year. Yeah, that was a good one there. Yeah, that VHS, it does not go with my theme because I do like the haunted, the agritainment, right? So it's the farm with the rides and the gardening stuff. But if I were to get just to have it out on display, the VHS store is definitely a cool piece. It's been sold out at my Michael's ever since it came out. Yeah, if you're not getting cinnamon from I remember the Black Cat, and I think I have it from Black Jar with the black wax. I think it was that. I remember that. What scent do you want to come back that hasn't? I talked earlier about the Bad Moon Rising from way back in the early days of Kringle Halloween. It was out for like a hot second and it left. I'm a Yankee Candle guy, but thinking never burned a Kringle, not including these new ones. Are there any you'd recommend for Halloween to convert me from a Yankee guy? Oh man. Witch's Cauldron. And I think it's a classic Halloween fragrance. I think it's probably top tier Halloween fragrance. Well, last year, but Yard Broke. So Black Cat, I think, is all over the place here. Yeah, I think the collaborations just come down to licensing, money, all that stuff. They did the Kincaid, right, collaboration. Those three fragrances, and they poured 2 fragrances exclusively for HSN last year. And I was buying that, which is going just for a new label. That's me. That is me. My first Kringle Candle Halloween was Candy Corn 2021, super sweet. Yeah, and then before that, it came out in the when they first brought it back. I think it was 2019 or 2018. I think it was 2019. It came out in the country jar with the orange wax. Cemetery Lane was a good one, yeah. And that one, that label reminded me of Vecna's house from Stranger Things. So that would be your tie-in. Yes, Yankee Candle launches August 23rd. And they've got some bringbacks, like a candy corn fragrance. Forbidden Apple's coming back. There's 2 new fragrances, the Tarot card, actually 1 new fragrance, Tarot card, and then the Witch's Cauldron and a couple different Witch's Brew and a couple different labels there. Yeah, Smith, I had heard that the Halloween from Goose is similar to the Beetlejuice. I think they do that a lot. I think they use a lot of fragrances and just rebrand them, kind of like what Bath and Body Works does. That'd be cool. Kringle did an art book. I think Yankee did one at one point. Yeah, so there is actually there's those labels that look like the really kid like stuffed animals. And there's also 2 other labels, one for Witch's Brew, which is not that. Boner Jams, hey, how are you? Thank you. Evening, everyone. Poison Apple Pumpkinhead and Candy Corn seem like amazing sense. Quickly heading into Halloween season. Pumped. Have a great night. Yes. We are about 20 minutes away. Yeah, so we are all over the place on Black Cat here. Have there been you can get a sneak peek? Yeah, there have been. They're out there. I haven't posted anything yet. Like I said, I did talk to store manager a few months ago where she did say that they're going to be working on bringing back some returning fragrances. I'm hoping that the Marshmallow Ghostly Treats is one of them. Forbidden Apple now is back. Yeah. Yeah, so the official notes for Black Cat are spicy cinnamon, clove, cedar, and frankincense. Take that as you wish and interpret it. Poison apple is apple, bergamot, apple blossom, lily of the valley, jasmine, amber, vanilla, and wood. I don't think we need to be in panic mode. I mean, say that every year, but inventory is around the same as last year. We didn't have a sellout last year, the night of, but I also think last year was really a unique year because they only had 6 new fragrances and 12 returning fragrances. They flipped the script this year, so it might be different because of that. And I think Carnage was a turnoff to a lot of folks, and a few other ones there. I just don't think really clicked. Deleted skew or not? Haunted. I know it's a deleted skew. Haunted Hollow or Chest of Chaos? I like Haunted Hollows over Chest of Chaos. What's one Halloween candle from prior years you wish they brought back? We'll go with the Bad Moon Rising again, and Blood Moon. That was a good one there. Slacken, yeah. On Slacken Co.'s website, August 7th. They're weird because they always do this big Christmas in July thing on QVC, and then their fall and Halloween comes after, whereas all the other companies are kind of, they don't touch Christmas yet. But that's just, the QVC way. And then I saw the Elton John collection there as well. Witching Hour was a king, yeah. So was Dungeon. Dungeon needs to be brought back. We gotta start a campaign for that. We'll start a campaign for that. Yeah, I mean, Goulash Carnage is a great scent. I just think it, I don't know if it was the label or like the iron notes in it that were a turn off, but I don't know. Haunted House back too. Yeah, that one also has some controversy right early on where it was sort of like that Christmas first snow fragrance. Ooh, we have a trade proposal: Unburned Carnage for an Unburned Dungeon. Yeah, Blood Moon was blood orange and smoke and incense. It was wonderful. Man, Village, when they got bought out, I don't know what's going on with them. I see a few fragrances at TJ Maxx and Home Goods, but I don't know what's going on with Village Candle anymore. They had it good, and then they sold out, bought out, by that kitchen place. Holding up my last dungeon. Just get Virgil to dupe it. He can do it. Yeah, the Village one's right. That's the black, white, and orange candles, right? Exorcism tea fragrance, black tea for sure. Right here, tea and spices could probably be the London Fog label, like a lot of you said. What else we got going on here? Virgil's Haunted House. Yes, it does. Virgil's Haunted House. That's what I said in my review. It does. It's like dungeon a little bit. A dampness, damp concrete. I want a cute black cat, but missed it. Does anyone remember Sinister? Yeah, Sinister was great last year. It was great. No, it does not have the cinnamon notes I don't like. I don't like the fiery, cinnamon, like the red hot cinnamon there. Give me like a bakery or like a mid-mild cinnamon, and I'm okay with that. Orange cinnamon pumpkin, 100%. It's great. It's lovely. Now I might not be coming back. Might be a little different, but wait it out. Fright Night was awesome. That was like the leathery fragrance. Love that one. Had a little leather note in there. Ombre vessels were cool. Yeah, they were. I wasn't a huge fan of the fragrances in the ombres. There were like one or two that I really enjoyed. And then the same thing with the we're down to about 12 minutes here. Same thing with the witchy fragrances, right, in the black country jar with the crystals on top. That green one was amazing. Yeah, I know. I gotta take this down because I got some homeworks Christmas stuff I gotta review. I'm kind of all over the place. So there were two collections last year. In part two, it was the ombre jars, and it was I forget what they called that line last year. It was the jars, and they had the chants on them with the crystals inside. I forget, Spirit's Call. Yeah, that was the one I liked. That was the green one, right? But yeah, those were the two in round two last year, part two last year. Yeah, crystals like stones, different kinds of, they had amethyst and all those kind of different stones. What would I burn on Halloween night from? I mean, Witch's Cauldron. I've done it. I have two of the original Witch's Cauldrons in the medium 8-ounce jar. And those come out for special occasions. And because those are really, really strong. They did tone it down when they relaunched it, but those two are great. Still planning to have a live with Mickey? Yeah. So, and thank you for the chat there. Once the new vessels come in, the new 3-wick vessels, we're gonna do a chat there, and because there's been a lot of movement in Kringle the past year, right? The country jars are gone, 3-wicks are going away. Paraffin's gone. So, as far as I know, there are going to be 2 Halloween launches: this launch and then the next launch. 10 minutes, indeed. Yeah, Zombie Horde to me definitely got like a 6-7 on the throw because it performed for me in my not open concept house built in 1988. So yeah, so country jars are gone. They're not repouring them. They're whatever's on the website is what's on the website. They're just going away. There's going to be no new collections going forward with country. So it's going to be a focus just on the traditional Kringle jars, and maybe some special jars here and there. Like a couple years ago, they did the round like ornament with Christmas in it for Black Friday. So we might still have different vessels, but country going. Dude, I have tried to get Mick to do Witch's Cauldron and a 4-wick. I for the past 3 years, I said that we need Witch's Cauldron and a 4-wick. Yeah, so the 3 wicks, if you've seen any cheeses of them, they're not going to be traditional 14-ounce 3 wick, right? They're going to be more on the taller side. Oh, Coffin Rock was great. Coffin Rock was wonderful. Is Chest of Chaos worth buying a whole jar of? Yeah, I think it is. It's not a horrible fragrance. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow, Witch Cauldron 4-wick. Chance you're going to bed? And thank you. Yeah, this is a tradition. As long as we have a midnight launch, we're going to do it. I think it's just fun, just hanging out, chatting. And we're going to be awake anyhow, right? So might as well keep ourselves awake so we don't doze off and accidentally miss something. Yeah. Do I know which City Wicks? Yes, I do. I did buy some things from them a few years ago. I did not have a favorable opinion of them, and they blocked me on all their social media channels. So I don't really follow them anymore. I wanted their church fragrance to smell more like a midnight mass incense. It did not perform the way that I wanted to, and they just did not like me. So, no stalking on the site for you. Pumpkinhead, Sleepy Hollow, Witch's Cauldron, and that's a great one. There's a great list. Yeah, and if you guys remember when 1 year Kringle did they came out with 4 Halloween fragrances with the black band with the spiders around them. I destroyed those because they were not. One was like a soapy candle. I just did not like them at all. And that's when Mick and I got close and started talking about it, and Mick's great like that. Takes the criticism and wants to know how we can how they can improve upon everything. Anyone else candle buzz from adult beverages? I gotta finish this. Yeah, Witch City Wicks, they started strong, and I was really amped up for that, midnight mass, like incense, we throw it around because I went to Catholic school my entire life from kindergarten to 12th grade. So I am way too familiar with that fragrance. I think some of the cemetery lean in this drop. Maybe Cabin in the Woods with the floral note and the outdoorsy note. Like Cabin in the Woods was really like crocus and iris heavy, if I recall. Aldi's pumpkin pie seltzer. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll work on that for next year or round 2. We'll see. I know he's busy. Just got engaged. Congratulations to him. Bloody Mary smell like black licorice? No, not in my opinion. It does not. And you all know I do not like black licorice. Five minutes, yes. Gotta get my phone out here. Get my order on my phone. Can't really do it on here. There is Witch's Cauldron like Yankees Witch's Brew. No, complete opposite. So Witch's Brew is just a patchouli fragrance at its core. Kringle's Witch's Cauldron is smoke, incense, cedar. It's been described way back by from the candle enthusiast Shane as having a Dr. Pepper quality. Conjuring black licorice, no. Conjuring smoke cedar. Black pumpkin by his best. Virgil's got some great stuff. Virgil, you still here? If you are, I want to know which label of goth has sold more. The BDSM label or the woman in a leather jacket label? I want an update. BDSM has sold more. That's the one we're going with risque, the BDSM leather restraints. There you go. BDSM is winning by far. So ditch the other label next year and just do the leather 50 Shades of Grey label. Abduction is awesome. Even if you just want to get it for the label alone, I really love the label and the fragrance. The G-rated goth. Is it a runaway? Is the fragrance a runaway? Yes, if you guys want to save 15% with the code phillycandleman on the bottom, you can use it on all the regular price items. The page is up, not there. Right. Remember, it's maximum of 2 fragrances. I have 2 candles per fragrance. 2 candles per fragrance. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining. Danny, thanks for joining. Riley, awesome. Thank you all. You're 2 minutes away. What is the label difference on Sleepy Hollow? I'm just going to have to show you this because I tried. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the Sleepy Hollow label. So it's a little further back. It's just blue and green going on. Candy corn. There's the Witch's Cauldron. That label is actually going to be used on a different fragrance this year. What was that? There's the Wolf's Bane. New label there as well. Yeah, so I'm going to hang out till about 10 after, quarter after, and then bedtime for me. This is the only rolling night of the year I envy everybody on the West Coast because it's like 9 o'clock out there. Abduction notes again. Yes, we've got citrus, greens, herbal, wood, moss, and spiced resin. Yeah, 1201 on email. Yeah. Funny, you're welcome. I will keep it up. And like I said, we will. Y'all let me know what you want to do about a live chat for the second launch for part 2. We can do it again like we did last year. If my prediction first is sell out, and it might not be tonight, but Pumpkinhead. Well, not loaded yet. Get that 1201. It's only 12 a.m. Top 3 in returning. Returning is going to be Wolfsbane, Witch's Cauldron, Sleepy Hollow. Top 3 in the new ones is going to be Mummy Marshmallow, Pumpkinhead, and again, flip between Conjuring and Abduction again. I have apple rum cake in my cart still. All right, it's 12:01 right now. Let's see what we got. Oh, they are loaded. They are loaded. Everybody run. Get that candy corn in the jar. Sleepy Hollow, new label. Wolfsbane, there you are. Get 2 of you. I think some are missing. Just keep refreshing the page here. I think. I haven't. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Nope, they're all there. Out of our Pumpkinhead. Just for good luck. Everybody going through, getting their orders in. Summary. Something's going wrong, Melissa. We might be overloading it. It's possible. I'll put my order through here, see if I have any issues. Zombie Horde's label looks different. I didn't check that. Oh, come on here. Same as shipping. Bada bing, bada boom. Complete order. All right, order is in. Let's see here. So poison apple being a problem. Oh, yeah, poison apple is having an issue here. It looks like. But it goes through here. If I put it on mine, it goes through. Yeah, Haven, so candy corn is supposed to be like reformulated and stronger. That's what I was told the other day. Funny, you're welcome. Welcome. We're confirmed. Yeah, like I said, I got the error message from Poison Apple just now, but then I clicked, like Wicked Dull Boy said, and it went through. Yes. Should give me more. sellouts yet. Does not look like it. No, the Zombie Horde label is the same. It's the same on the website as it is here. Yeah, it's the same. Alex, you're welcome. Kevin saved $60. That is awesome. That's always great. Love saving you guys money. Mission accomplished. Awesome. Poison apple gave you an error, but yeah, I just keep going through there. It sounds like it's going to go. Part 2, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah. Part 2 information coming soon. Let's see here. So I'm doing Halloween poison apple. Let's see, I can find that here. Yeah, it lets me add it right to the cart for poison apple. KP, you're welcome. Riley, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do a live for part 2. And the way that I ran part 2 last year is because it's not a midnight launch. So what we did was we did the night before, and it allowed you to get your candles, your black jars, talk about those. It was like a 2-hour live to talk about those, and then to talk about the new stuff that's coming out. So I think we'll run it the same way, as long as I don't have any conflicts. I don't think I do. But that's usually an earlier one. It's like an 8 to 10, not a 11 to 12, 12, 15. Approximate date, I think if you look at last year and the year before, I think it's going to follow the same pattern. LG, you're welcome. Excited to get Wolfsbane carry. Yeah, if you've never had that before, or if you have had it before, it's definitely great. We'll be doing no more with no text on the labels. Was that the ombre jars? They had text on the labels in there? Maybe not. Because I know that the witches one last year had the text on the wraparound. Yeah, Wolfsbane, it's just something special, right? It's even if you just have a history with candles, or history with Yankee or Kringle, right? It's just because it came out when Kringle was just starting up, so it definitely has that nostalgia vibe for me. Witch's Cauldron, Kringle Corn, and Fright Night all have that nostalgia value to me. Rough with the 2 limits, yeah. They want to spread the wealth. I think they had an issue a couple years ago. People were buying like 5 and 6, and you would go on Macari or eBay, and they were just selling them for astronomical rates. And it's the same thing that's going on in the Pokemon community right now. It's insane. Scalpers go out there, they buy them all, and they sell them for 3 times the retail price. Just not cool, man. Hurts honest folks like us who just want to buy and collect and play the game and burn candles. Yeah, 6 feet under was Dirt Candle. It was great. Fright Night's amazing. Yeah, double. It's something else. There's lines. They line up. They stalk the restocker. It's crazy. Yeah, Tommy. Sleepy Hollow was the sellout in like don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes that year. I don't know. Refresh the page here. Let's see. Not seeing anything yet. Yeah, I have so many points too. I think I had like 45,000 points. It's crazy. What I'll do is I'll just order like an air freshener and use the free shipping code. Killer Clown throw was decent in the 7, but it is more fruity to me. I do taxes. That's state thing, right? Like I know Connecticut does that, Massachusetts does that. I think that's just based on the state, so I'm not sure. Nancy, you're welcome. Is there a ghost at the bottom of the screen? Oh yeah, there he is. Look at that. All the way down by the shipping thing. What's he doing? Oh, speaking of ghosts, hey, you guys been to Cracker Barrel lately? Got the new ornament here this year. He lights up. Changes colors. They have a dog too. Yeah, I wish, this is an event, right? Other companies that just kind of launch midday. It's just Yankee used to be an event. And I might, don't hold me to this, but I might be going to the village for Halloween launch this year. Trying to figure out the details, if it's gonna be worth it. Hotels are like outrageous here because I think it's like college move-in week for UMass, which is right down the road. So yeah, I might be going to the village for a Halloween launch this year. I'll still check Kringle tomorrow to see what's still in stock and order more. Yeah, we've all done that. No, so you can't use rewards and a code. It's one or the other. So whichever one is going to save you more money. Will I do a live from there? I don't know. I remember Shane had tons of issues with the Wi-Fi reception in there. So if I did, it would be probably do it outside on one of the benches, maybe by the they probably won't have the pumpkin carriage set up by then. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, I went to college in Connecticut, and that was like the last year of the black bands. Went to mass plenty of times. We'd actually go to because Connecticut had weird alcohol laws, so they wouldn't sell alcohol on Sunday. So we had to drive over the border to Massachusetts to get liquor and beer. It was really weird. Don't see Cabin in the Woods. I counted 20. Did I miscount? Cabin in the Woods is there. Yeah, there's Cabin in the Woods. It's still available. Second Kingdom launch soon. Stay tuned. Watch my YouTube, Instagram. Let you all know when I can share all the details. I know last year I tried to share the details early on this live, and I said no. So I didn't even ask this year. Try dealing with liquor laws in Utah. I don't know. Pennsylvania also has stupid liquor laws here. Like we only have state stores that sell liquor, but then you can go buy beer at a beer distributor. But then we have these and beer and wine, but like all the hard stuff has to be at a state-run store. But then, like if you go to Wawa, some Wawas now is a convenience store, if you know from the area. know, Wawa, and food stores, if they sell alcohol, like beer and stuff, they have to offer a place for you to sit and have food. So you go into a Wawa now, the ones that sell alcohol, and they have this weird, just a table with a couple chairs outside the beer coolers, and sometimes they're eating their hoagies there. But like that's the law. It's so stupid. Hoagie Fest just ended. Love Hoagie Fest. Just ended last week. What happens in Utah with the liquor? I need to look into this. Darling, it's awesome. 10 candles. May order more next week. Yeah, see what's available. When I was in, I don't remember if Texas had, when I went down there, I worked for a company. I trained down there for a month. That was a fun time. In Austin. Yeah, in New York, you just walk into like a store off of whatever the street, right down by B&H, and get a beer and just walk around with it. I need to look into Utah. Virgil, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, you're even like an hour ahead of us or hour behind us here. So it's only like, what, 11 o'clock out your way, I think. Danny, good night. Ann, good night. Riley, everybody, good night. I'll be upset over Utah liquor laws. I just gotta look into it still. Jersey has weird liquor laws too. It's like you can't buy it before 9 a.m. even though the food store's open at 6 and they have a whole beer section and wine and stuff. You can't do your food shopping before 9 and buy beer and alcohol. All weird. Good night, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up here soon, probably in a minute or two. Our beer is watered down. Danny, you're welcome. Peer pressure, Mick. Yeah, let's see what I can do. Quick Juggernaut, you're welcome. Go to Moab, Utah, then get out quickly. I know Moab as a company that makes high quality paper for photos and printing and stuff. Prescott Henry, hey, I didn't even see you were there. Enjoy your evening, guys. Most expensive candlelight of the year. You are correct. I don't know what's going on with these ads. I gotta look into that for the next live. I promise you that. Yeah. So yeah, winter. I know there's talk of them removing that law. But yeah, it's still. My wife goes to Jersey to get gas because she doesn't pump her own. I need to drink to cope with how much money I spent today. You know. So they didn't do country last year in Halloween. They did 2 other collections, a jar like the classic jar in ombre, and then they did, it was a black country jar, but it technically wasn't part of the country line. It was its own thing. So that's, you know, they do launches like that where it's just different. Yeah, let's see if anything here went sold out yet. I don't think it did, probably. Yeah, nothing has sold out yet there. Can't afford drinks, not spend all my money on candles. Halloween is the most expensive time of year. Oh yeah, and if you're still here, Home Depot drops their Halloween online Monday, early morning, sometime between like 6 and 8. They'll start loading all the Halloween stuff onto the website, and then later on in August, early September, you'll see Halloween in stores. You might even see Halloween in stores now, but the official launch is Monday. From Home Depot, so I do a scarecrow theme. Um, they have that new 15-foot scarecrow. It looks a little weak to me because I do have a 12-foot scarecrow from Lowe's from a few years ago. I have the Inferno, 12-foot Inferno from Home Depot. That's retired now. But I might get that the new talking 6-foot skeleton with the Bluetooth, and you can control its motions and control what it says. I don't know. I gotta see everything when it comes out in person there. Yeah, the UFO label is awesome. Yeah, nothing yet, folks. Pumpkinhead sold out. It is indeed sold out. Sold out right there. So there we go. I called it. I think we all called it, really. We have a sellout on opening night. We'll say an opening night sellout. I called Sleepy Hollow a few years ago too. I even told Mick ahead of time about Sleepy Hollow. I was like, that's going to sell out. That was going to sell just on label alone. That was just a beautiful with the blue in the background. It was just a beautiful label. So 21 minutes in, and we have a sellout. So 21 minutes it took, and they might add more inventory to this. They might take some from inventory they're going to have in the store and move it to online. I don't know, but typically it's all limited edition, sold out, it's gone. So yeah, we'll see. Keep checking back. Check back tomorrow if you want a Sleepy Pumpkinhead and it's sold out. They might reallocate, but don't hold me to that. Don't think you're gonna be disappointed in Pumpkinhead. Even if just the label alone, I don't think you're gonna be disappointed in it. I know a lot of folks were very disappointed that there was no pumpkin fragrance in the initial fall lineup there. Tanya, I don't like Halloween black licorice. Doesn't matter to me. I know a lot of folks do like that. I know Virgil loves black licorice, and he has. I think he has one. I think the other company does have some black licorice going on. Darling, do you know it's oh gosh, if I recall from a few years ago, it was a few hundred of each. It was probably in the 400 to 500 range. Because at one point you could actually see on the website, put in like 500, and it would tell you how many were actually available. If it was below that, you type in 1,000, it would actually tell you how many were available. Well, if pumpkin's in your order and you placed it already, you'll get it. Like I said, keep checking back tomorrow. They might reallocate. I don't know. I've seen them do that. So again, I think last year was a unique situation with the candles going to clearance based on the new fragrances, lack of new fragrances, only 6 in the main lineup, and then 12 returning ones. I don't think it hit everybody like they thought it would be. I think this year the returning fragrances is a nice all-star lineup, and I think the new fragrances having 12 new and 8 returning, I think is going to be huge for them. Tanya, so I haven't burned the new South of Sanity candles yet. I have a candy corn. I have the pumpkin bonfire or the Halloween bonfire, Halloween night, whatever it is. It's amazing. But I have a 3-wick and a 2-wick, and they are paraffin, and they will be shipping August 25th. So I will definitely get that. Then a couple candles restock. Yeah, they did. I think what they did was they reallocated from what they were going to put into the store into online. So the thing I love about wax melts from any candle brand is you get to control the strength, right? Even if they start at a base level, you can add more or take away to whatever your preference is. And it also depends on your warmer, right? If you have a bowl warmer versus an electric hot plate warmer, it's and then the wattage, it's all over the place. Oh man, next candle to sell out, if I had to guess. No. I don't know. After I got past one, after I got past that one, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, see, look, Pumpkinhead's back in stock again. Nope, it's sold out again. That's weird. They took the sold out sign down, put a new sign up. Now it's back to sold out. So it's just going back and forth. Maybe Zombie Horde might be next to sell. I'm not sure. Yeah, Pumpkinhead's like going in and out right now. So just keep checking on that. Maybe they're watching us. Yeah, see, it's back to sold out, but it says new, but it just says sold out. Abduction may sell it next. It might, just for the label alone, for sure. This site is confused. It's late. It is late. Trick or treat, strong chocolate, yes. Can I recommend a wax warmer? Oh man, I don't buy into the whole Scentsy overpriced wax warmers. In my opinion, I just usually get the sensational ones. They're usually like a 2-in-1, and get the little rubber cup, and they're pretty inexpensive. They're like 10-15 bucks versus the Scentsy ones like 70-80. Rennie, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Oh, saved 140. What did you buy? 2 of each? Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I haven't used Scentsy. Their bricks are what, $6 or $7 now, I think. But like, people go crazy over the stuff. It's it is what it is. Stellar. So the fastest sell it was Sleepy Hollow in like 10 minutes a few years ago. Where do they sell those warmers? So believe it or not, if you have an Audi sells sensational warmers from every once in a while, but they're like rebranded under their name, like the Kirkton House or whatever they're using now. Like Bass Pro Shops, if you have one near you, they sell them. Boscov sells them, if you're familiar with Boscovs. Yeah, you can probably look on Amazon. They might sell them. Sensationals. Even Walmart, I think, might sell sensationals. Yeah, I mean, just get a basic wax warmer and control your scent throw. Put it, if you get the little rubber cup that goes in it, or even like the ceramic cup, and when you're done and it hardens, throw it in the freezer. If you don't want to use that scent anymore, throw it in the freezer. Let it, get really rock hard, and then just pop it out. $29, some to burn, some to keep. That's awesome. Yeah, and Sensationals also makes they used to, I don't know if they still do, that we put the jar in, a crock. Yeah, it's already 12:30. I'm gonna wrap this up. There's still 147 of you guys in here. We are crazy. We are the crazy people that stay awake till midnight for candles, for scented wax. Think about that for a second. We all have our addictions, and this is better than some. Wild card bottom of the list picks for exorcism and abduction. If you don't have enough candles to last an hour, there is an issue with your estimates. Yeah, West Coast. I know. That's the only night I envy you guys. I could not imagine watching football at like 10 a.m. or baseball at 10 a.m. It just I can't imagine that. Can't imagine that. And then not having like a winter, just I don't know. Hey, you guys have the whole night ahead of you. It's only 9:30 there. You got the whole night ahead of you. All right, we'll do one last check here. See if anything else. Sammy, you're welcome. See if we have any other sellouts going on here. Nope, just that. Yeah, I mean, if California or Oregon, I know Melanie lives out in Oregon and Seattle and all those bordering states over there. And I don't know, did you guys ever get that tsunami? Are y'all safe? Like, I heard about that and it kind of just went away. Like, our weather, we were supposed to have the horrible storms and thunderstorms today. We had maybe an hour of like a little bit of thunderstorms and some rain, not like 4 inches of rain they were calling for. The lawns need it. But it's going to be a non-issue. Yeah, it's like what we got here today. Yeah, I think South Jersey and maybe like North Jersey got a little bit more of the rain today, but it really wasn't what they were calling for, at least here. All right, guys. With that, I am going to sign off. If you wanted to catch this, it should be saved on YouTube. You can come back and watch. I don't know if they save the chat and everything, but you can still like comment back and forth. So, all right, everyone. Thanks, and yeah, stay tuned for part 2. It's coming up real soon, and then we'll do a live for that. And then we'll talk about all that stuff. So, all right, guys, everyone, stay safe and have a good rest of your evening, early morning. Yeah, I'll keep checking on stock. So, have a good night, guys.